Sounds good.
We'll
You ready?
see how long it goes.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh my god. Alright, chat. It is the hardest stake and deck combo in the video game. It is Plasma Gold Stake. Nandre, of course, our Plasma King. And Skoottie, a really solid Gold Stake player. So it'll be interesting to see who can come out on top in this one. I think it is very important to try and find econ / utility generators early, because the one benefit to Plasma Gold Stake is you still can beat all the blinds, the first two antes, no problem without really any jokers. Ice Cream is going to be beneficial here for Nandre. He's going to carry around 90 chips of that into the PvP. I'm assuming Skoottie is also going to follow it. Oh yeah, Nandre sells the Insta score. Oh, we got a raid? Well, thank you, Raffle. Hello, Callie. Hello, Raffle. I'll have Nandre disable it in between games. A business card here is a good example of something that is a generator. I also do really like that Skoottie picked up Hallucination. If Skoottie opens up the pack here, they'll find the Ice Cream. But being able to manipulate the deck, maybe get some Hierophants, get some towers, that can make up for not having the Ice Cream if they don't find it. But they do.
Talented, brilliant, incredible.
Thank you, Nancy,
amazing,
for a $10 donation to
spectacular.
the Trevor Project. Raffle, I do hope you had a fantastic stream. And I'm not talking about Twitch. A blue Joker from a Judgment. I mean, Nandre has this PvP kind of in the bag at this moment. I'm also very surprised that Skoottie went with the half Joker. The reason you may go with half Joker is you think you can get Xmol online early. You know, via a Blackboard, via Trio. But the tough part about half Jokers is it's just not that valuable. And by the time that you're switching to Xmol, oftentimes on Plasma, even in single player, let alone multiplayer, you're doing it on the cards. Glass cards, re-triggers, chariots. And half Joker doesn't help with any of that. And also a point in Andre's favor, also opening both, is finding the business card, which is just extra money to go shopping, which it's just so hard to find money on the Plasma. Yeah, Nandre's he's a little fast. I'll ask him to turn it down. I don't know if Nandre can turn it down in the settings, but if he clicks the timer, I'll make a comment in the middle. Blue Joker found on Skoottie's side, so at least not down a Blue Joker. That'd been really rough for multiple PvP rounds. If Skoottie was down the Ice Cream and the Blue Joker here on Plasma Deck. Again, on Plasma Deck, there's a lot to talk about. On Plasma Deck, your chips and your mult are balanced. What does that mean? Well, the game adds up your chips and your mult, divides it by 2, and you square that number. Because chips are about at a 7.5 to 1 ratio at the start of the game, it is easier to just get your chips up to get that high score, because you're not multiplying chips and mult anymore. You're adding them and then dividing by 2 again and squaring it. So you'll see in multiplayer games, just like you'll see in single player, chips are the way to win early blinds. And pretty simply here, Nandre has way more chips. It would take some extreme plays out of Skoottie to be able to win this one. I'm not even sure there's really a possibility, unless maybe Skoottie can find something interesting deep in the rerolls of a shop. Nandre's actually, Nandre has learned to become one with Balatro and is unlocked the Enlightened version, which means everything's just instant. I actually did miss which Spectral Skoottie picked. I believe it might have been one of the seals, while Nandre went with Familiar, got a Glass Queen, a King, Chariot, you know, some solid cards, to be honest, from that Familiar. Here they go, entering into that PvP.
I'm feeling not too bad about mine. I'm in the same boat, honestly.
Oh, I
But I
did
think
just
Plasma
notice
kind of always makes you feel that way for the first
that
few rounds.
Nandre's stuff is not
You're not
loading.
wrong.
I think that maybe his mods are not up to date. He may have not done the
You're not wrong.
zip file. I may ask in between rounds.
You got something a little bit
Oh,
better
well, the
than me.
score updated? Interesting. The score
I might.
updated. The total spent isn't.
Might have a bun in
Never
the
had
oven,
that.
as they say.
Well, learning new glitches every day. Yeah. Anyway, this PvP going to be very straightforward. I mean, if anything, Nandre's probably going to
Yeah,
try and
sure.
min-max some money with the face search. Though, Skoottie did get the lucky hit there, and with the duo, it was somewhat sizable. But Nandre's still 2 more hands. Even 1 hand would be enough here.
I think he might have me on this one. That's all I got.
Skoottie had to get a lucky hit just to get even remotely close. And it's not
I
going to matter.
do.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. That's
See you
close.
next week.
Maybe.
Perry,
Close,
to be
very
fair,
close,
we
very
were
close.
completely fine last
Good luck.
stream. We had no issues at all. All right, a slide joker there. It is rental. I'll be curious to see if the players pick it up. Those 50 chips help, but it would be at a decent cost and really not much econ generation. We have the tiny bit with 1 round left of business card for Nandre, but Skoottie has nothing over there to generate money. So that negative $3 per round is going to add up awfully quick. And if Skoottie wants to keep opening packs to get hallucination value, it's going to be hard to take a rental. And we do see there that Skoottie decides to skip on the rental. Did find a Wii Joker. That Wii Joker, I normally would say is not the play for Plasma, but I think on Gold Stake Plasma, it very much might be. Get that Wii as high as possible just to survive the rounds. Nandre, on the other hand, finds an idol. Oh my, what an interesting game. And I assume Nandre passed up on the idol? Or on the Wii, right? There's Skoottie making some more 2s. I mean, Skoottie, one way Skoottie can go about this now is deck manipulate all into 2s, and then when the idol hits it, you're on X-Mult. And while you're doing that deck manipulation, you can maybe rely on Wii to win the rounds. I don't hate the play. Wii was in a judgment. Thank you, Barnacles. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Nandre's going to see it. I doubt he sells anything for Judgment or even takes a Judgment at this point. Again, shout out to Don Palambi for the music. Nandre survives the blind, although it's getting a little bit tougher. We find a death and a devil, which, you know, definitely going to benefit both players. Going to benefit, I would argue, Skoottie here a little bit more. Oh, I forgot to update. Now
Yo, Bagoya.
I'm feeling a little bit less confident than I was last round.
Well, I tried to
Oh,
update
really?
the
What
MLB point
happened?
total, but we got a null.
I don't know. I'm going for something risky, but I'm feeling good. I'm still surviving the rounds, but I don't think I improved much.
Feeling
think
frisky,
Nandre-
feeling fine.
100. I mean, they're pretty even now with that Wii Joker. And then we got the
Sometimes
red
it's a
seal
good place to
2
be.
for Skoottie. I mean, Skootie's in a very, very good place. Again, can use this Wii to survive the rounds.
It's a weird draw.
While they look for the idol to eventually hit the 2. I think Skoottie is in a fantastic place in this game. It's really going to be, can Nandre 4-0 him on lives using things like the idol, the duo, this death here, some glass, those kind of items. Gonna go ahead and play a flush house here with 2 glass. I think it's a good play by Nandre. Gets 58,000.
Oh.
Is gonna take another.
Can you give
life.
500?
All right, there we
I
go.
think I can get
Point
500.
totals and everything are updated. For some reason, the total spent is not updating on Nandre's side, and again,
Okay.
I can't completely tell you why.
Good luck, my friend.
This is
Good
the
luck.
first match we just started. Again, so where are we at in this game? Both these players have an idol. Nandre has some more chips. Skoottie has a little bit more tarot generation, though Nandre did have a little bit more econ the first 2 rounds. The difference here is Skoottie finding a Wii Joker for a judgment right before both the players found the idol. Skoottie has already made 3, I believe, red seal 2s. If Skoottie can get an idol hit on the 2s, they will be in prime position to take a PvP life. In the meantime, they can maybe rely on the Wii to stay alive in the blinds. Where Nandre is going to come up with issues is very shortly here, it's going to be very hard to survive the blinds. Probably next ante. I think Nandre's path to victory here is, again, winning the next 2 PvPs, not having an idol hit for Skoottie. Skoottie's path to victory for me is very straightforward. It's 1 idle hit on the 2. That's a PvP victory, and then you can kind of snowball from that. That particular idle change is not active, Callie. I do believe we will maybe implement that for Season 3 naturally into the game. The idle change is kind of a separate thing to the shop queues that I think just maybe makes the game more balanced, and it's not as, I think it just makes sense. Chad here for Skoottie, massive, both for the idol and for the Wii. Faceless Joker, I think, is very beneficial for Nandre's cause. What Faceless Joker is going to allow to do is finally make up some money. We do know that while Skoottie has that hallucination for tarot cards, I think he pulled, I want to say, like 3 temperances out of it. So actually was able to make it a money generator. And just the deck manipulation is going crazy on Skoottie's side, putting themselves in a really great position. Nandre here getting the money from the Faceless Joker. Let's see how many points they get with just a high card, with just the chips they have. It's close to enough to just flat out win the round. Nandre deciding not to go for the last faceless value, instead trying to find maybe a flush house to make sure they can survive the blind. And this is what I was talking about. The Wii Joker, it's not going to maybe make that big of a difference in a PvP. Maybe this PvP it will, long term. But what it does is it just makes it so much easier for Skoottie to focus on the deck manipulation. Yeah, the hallucination has gone insano in the braino for Skoottie. Do you lose a life losing to a blind? Yes. You lose a life whenever you lose, whether that's a PvP or to just a blind. Selling lovers when you have idol. Understandable, Marty. I agree. Maybe you want to use that on one of the 2s that aren't clubs. It doesn't get an idol hit here. Wait. Interesting. The idol was on King of Hearts for Nandre, but decided to switch them to diamonds for the flush house. I don't know if I would have done that personally, but it was a move. Gonna sell that ice cream with only 5 chips remaining. Gonna take that Eternal Chad and open up the Spectral pack. Here we saw that we have a talisman and a hex. I believe Nandre's probably going to just gold seal something, make some extra dough. We also noticed that Skoottie grabbed the tarot voucher. I think that was definitely a good play by Skoottie. I don't believe Nandre's gotten any vouchers, although, again, it is not uploading the total spent. I don't know if it's uploading the vouchers, but I'm just about positive we have not seen a voucher purchase from Nandre thus far. All right, here we go. Our third PvP.
How we feeling?
And I actually believe Skoottie has surpassed, I mean, we do know Skoottie has surpassed Nandre on the chips game. For Nandre to win this round, I think it's going to have to be the...
Yeah, me too.
Skootie's muted. I don't think Skoottie realizes. Nandre's going to have to rely on the glass cards. Both of them missing their idols. 5 of spades, not really useful for Skoottie. 3 of spades, definitely not useful for Nandre. Nandre has to put back
really have to.
first.
I probably shouldn't have done that. That was kind of a goofy move by me, huh?
Interesting. Skoottie going to go with the chip play over the glass play. I think that is correct here.
Scooter, you
Getting
there?
the extra 60 chips.
You muted?
Oh, yeah, my fault. I was talking. I was saying a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, not really enough points here for
Yeah, I
Nandre. You're going to
realize
probably have to
I think I
concede
goofed this
PvP. And that means I think
specific
Skoottie
hand
has
up
really
pretty
taken a
bad.
lead in the game, in my
That
opinion.
would be nice for me. I don't know if I can take another loss.
Skoottie, maybe a little bit of misplay there,
think
not
I'm
playing
being
a
bad
Hierophant
right
2
now.
first, but I think they were rushing because they were worried that Nandre was going to play their final hand, and they weren't going to be able to get that extra Wii value in.
I want this gold, though.
The glass
Okay.
doesn't break for Nandre. He's able to get the money value from the gold seal.
He's back. He's
We-
back,
That
baby.
makes me feel a little better.
We go forward. I always default to the right one, Lee. Funny enough. All right, going for the judgment by Skoottie. Wasn't able to get it. Has another red seal. Oh my gosh. What did Nandre do with the spectral pack? I did not see that. And Tarot Merchant being the difference there, why Skoottie saw the Temperance and Nandre saw an Earth. Did anyone see what Nandre grabbed in the spectral? Red Seal, Wild Queen. Thank you. We got 5 of clubs, or 6 of clubs on both these players. Nandre risking the glass for the money, which, I mean, I kind of love the plays. Also needs to win the blind. Ugh. 6 of clubs on the idle hit. It's not going to be enough to do it. I don't know if Nandre's going to have enough here. Oh, it's going to... I don't think it will be. No, and that is a life loss to the blind. Skoottie gonna go ahead and grab the glass joker to kind of reassure that they can win even when their glass breaks or is getting some kind of value out of it. Although it is tough to pass on that flat 3 mult from the trio. I think if Skoottie would have saw that Nandre lost a life, maybe they just keep the trio for the time being. We got a 4 of spades idle hit and 2 of spades on Nandre's side. Skootie's probably wishing it was the 2 of spades on his side. Although the 2 clubs is the big hit. I think Nandre here might be pivoting into full mult. Although scary, you do have a Chad idle, so you can probably get ×2. Nandre does have quite a few glass cards, has the trio. It's intriguing. It's not going to be easy, but I think Nandre has a path to victory with mult. Now we got a full justice on the Skoottie side of things. No idle hit again. Apparently my idle luck is rubbing off on Skoottie. I mean, 55 cards in the deck is a lot, but I do believe more than 10 twos at this point for Skoottie, so should be about a fifth of the time we've seen a hit. 0 for 7 thus far. Of course, Skootie's gotten those twos over time, so that's not perfect math, blah, 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 blah. We all know. Don't worry about it. All right, what is Nandre going to do? Did not get a great pool. Definitely is going to need glass if they are going to survive this blind. May also need that 2 of spades, to be completely honest. Yeah, Skoottie just saw Nandre's lives. Nandre did lose a life to a blind. Hello, Klondike. Is Nandre's side DC'd? Why? Oh, Nandre's total spent isn't updating and is not purchased. No, the vouchers are working, so. Nandre debating on what to do here. I think one possibility is you chariot the red seal, even though you don't want to. You kind of want to save that red seal for a queen hit on the idol. Was looking for a flush house, I think, and just was not able to get it. I think this might be another life loss. Life is easier when you have a huge Wii. Well, going into this blind, 1 life remaining. Nandre's definitely going to be looking for something to help. And these jokers are not going to be it at all. I think we already saw most of these on Skoottie's side, and there just wasn't much. And here we go. That was a brutal ante for Nandre, and that's about where we assumed the chips were going to fall off.
You on 1?
Yes.
Oh, no.
And now Skoottie didn't get the idle hit, but may not even care. May go for the glass 2 seal, red seal play. It's going to make more 2s with that strength. Now, are they gonna double glass? No, they're gonna make sure they have even more 2s. I think there's arguments to both plays here, going for kind of the kill shot with 2 red seal glasses, or just making sure you're set up long term. I don't think it matters. I think Skoottie's gonna win with both plays, but definitely choosing the longer term play there with the double strength over the double glass. I think Nandre's gonna have to pull out basically every glass card. And also find the... Well, they do have the ace of spades. So it's going to have to be something like that.
Something? I feel like you had decent scoring earlier.
I don't know. Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
333,000. But they don't have that again. Nandre could have maybe been a little bit more patient and a chariot in the red seal.
Left in the tank here.
That's all I had.
100,000 points is a lot. That's gonna have to be 2 glass cards. I just don't think Nandre has it. Yeah.
Man.
It's close though. That was a close Plasma Gold State game. And again, not to say Skoottie lucked out, but he definitely benefited from judgmenting
did your
a
idol
Wii.
hit on that one?
No, my idol didn't hit on any.
Oh, yeah, mine never did either.
On the big one, my idol hit my an ace I had, but
Uh,
I had a bunch of face cards. Where'd you get the Wii? Skip or on a roll down?
I think I hit it from a tarot card.
Oh, from a judgment.
Yeah, from Judgment.
I skipped the hallucination for an ice cream.
Nandre going with the short-term play with the
I think I
ice
got it early
cream.
off of it.
And the hallucination just really paid off for Scoot.
I won chips, and then I never got my pivot off. And then on that round, I should have skipped on the second blind.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I never hit my. I had a bunch of queens, kings, and jacks all seated up. Had some blast cards too, couldn't get one.
Yeah, my idol never hit either. But I was just going all twos.
Yeah, the short-term play absolutely almost had a Cali. I mean, if Skoottie doesn't hit Wii, right?
Yeah, that's close.
They definitely
That's
are in a
how
solid
game
position with all the deck
goes.
manipulation and
True,
everything.
it
But
never hits.
I don't know. I don't know
Unless
if
you have
Skoottie wins
all
it.
of them.
Yep.
All right, what you feeling for this one? Or does it swap, or is it whoever?
It swaps, switch around.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do something.
Anything but plasma.
Let's do
Skootie's
checkered
thinking.
deck.
Ooh, checkered.
What stake
Checky.
does Nandre
Really
take it
checkered
to?
gold.
All right.
Alrighty, a little flush action.
We shall see. Hopefully.
All right. You
Hopefully.
ready?
Yeah.
Good
Alright.
luck.
Going to
Good
game
luck.
2. Beard has made it. Beard will be handling the social media post, so I don't have to focus on it. All right, some terrible draw luck for both our players, but luckily they jumped into a full house. Nandre didn't see the sixes. They played the twos. I mean they are not going to be able to take shortcut now, and that means no straight flushes. This could be a blessing. This could be a blessing in disguise for Nandre to go faceless and build an economy. It's interesting. Like, the shortcut's definitely good, but it's not the end-all be-all. This definitely could be a lot worse. There's better $7 jokers that would have been very frustrating for Nandre to see after not being able to one-shot the small blind. All in all, I would honestly, especially on checker deck where you can spam flushes so you can kind of feel a little bit more comfortable getting rid of those face cards. Maybe Nandre here plays a hand. Gets a straight flush anyway. That's hilarious. Oh, yeah, I didn't have Nandre turn down their speed. I'm sorry. Skoottie continuing to play the straights, to play the flushes. Gets a Lovers and a Sun from a Emperor. Very, very solid. Yeah, I really wonder why Nandre's money's not updating. Maybe there's a different mod that Nandre's using that kind of is affecting the ability for the money to work. But no faceless value thus far for Nandre, which has been a little brutal. You know, only had 5 rounds to min-max it. Gets an Emperor here. Gonna use it. Gets that the Sun Lovers combination that we saw earlier. He's gonna grab the Seltzer. Interesting. Gonna continue playing the flushes. The Seltzer's gonna give just a bit more chips to make it that 3 flushes get out of here. Why did Skoottie sell the Sun? I cannot tell you. I can't even begin to understand the play. Maybe it was to buy the Mega Arcana pack, but it looks like... I don't know. Nandre thinking about taking the Eternal Pants just to have some plus mult. Question, is that good enough on Checkered deck? Gonna grab a Empress 6 and move on with their life. Well, the Ankh definitely not beneficial for Skoottie. Gonna go ahead, take that Immolate, makes a ton of sense. We do have a straight flush for Nandre if they sun the 754, which they are going to do. Make it a mega shortcut. You could onk the shortcut. That is correct, chat. That would not be very helpful. The straight flush doesn't even one-shot at this point with the Seller, but Seltzer does get Nandre pretty close. Skoottie finding that egg. The issue for Skoottie, despite the Immolate hit, is that... it's only one rental and a perishable egg. I think very clear play here for Nandre is going to be to light them up, as the doc would say. Get your $20. Ride the bus could potentially be a play. Probably not. Is going to grab the egg. So our players basically in the exact same position, except one has a perishable faceless, the other a shortcut. Nandre did keep hold of that wild card, which could be helpful. Maybe could find a flush house. It would be hard though.
There aren't that many scoring jokers that I came across.
Did find that Empress 6, which is very beneficial with the Seltzer. Maybe Nandre here tries to play a straight flush. We'll need a heart 5 or a heart 10.
Oh, I might not have anything.
Oh, Nandre close
sucks.
to the straight or to the
get a flush. I played 4
house.
and drew 4 of the same suit.
Way.
That's so funny.
Skoottie not finding their draws at all, and this one looks like it should go to Nandre, even with the 6 mult. Well, you definitely want to get looking at the Joker setups going into that one.
Cash.
Yep.
Good
I think
luck.
you definitely assume Nandre would have been the beneficiary, but it was Skoottie be the beneficiary, but it was Nandre who won that one. Sometimes the cards are just mean to you. There's literally nothing else to say. Sometimes the cards are rude. Skoottie had a straight. True. I don't know if the 6 mult would have won, but it would have got a little bit closer with the straight, Tom. Grabbing a planet pack. Gonna go ahead and grab flush. There is just no scoring jokers for Nandre. Oh my gosh. I mean, for either player. A rental Cloud9. I think Nandre's debating on whether they can win the blind. They don't have any diamonds. It's a rental, doesn't matter. Buy it for 1, sell it for 1. Get your campfire value that you don't have. We do have a leveled up flush, but I think Nandre's looking for the flush house with the 6s, 7s, 8s, the extra hearts that they made. We have a Cryptid, Wraith, Aura, and Medium on Skootie's side with the Spectrals. Very interesting group of Spectrals right here. Is going to copy the Ace. Allows the trio to be more of a thing. Allows the Scholar to matter a little bit more. Is going to go ahead and sell the egg to afford the voucher. And enter the PvP. So I think Skoottie definitely trying to flush house with those aces. Viable strategy. There's a straight there for Nandre. Has 1 or is it 3 seltzer hands left? let's go ahead and focus on Nandre now that Skoottie is done with the blind. Able to get out of it with the glass. Seltzer goes away. And lives to see another day. Where did Skoottie see the Spectral pack? Oh! Nandre's still in the small blind. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it's a little funny. A judgment here for that Scholar that Skoottie saw. Sorry for a little bit lower quality. Sometimes this happens. Right now the overlay honestly takes quite a bit of CPU power. It's something we are working on, so you'll have ebbs and flows of this. But it gives you the old-timey look that Local Thunk was going for the game. So, gonna go ahead and buy the voucher now. A little surprised by that. I don't hate the voucher play. What I'm a little nervous about if I am Nandre is how do I get out of this? I think maybe Nandre's thinking a flush house with again, holding on to that lovers, I think specifically for a flush house play. Needs to find, or it's not. I don't think you would need 4 flushes. Oh, well, the glass here may be enough. That should double the score up. And then you just, wow. By the skin of their teeth, Nandre's going to survive this blind. That was ballsy. Yeah, I definitely would have went for the one big hand in something like a flush house using that lovers. Nandre could sell the egg here to open the Mega Spectral. They could also sell the Cloud9 and the lovers. Wow. Good foresight by Nandre to spend down, so if they were to find a Wraith, it would be more valuable to take, and they do get that Wraith. We did know that was coming. And Nandre able to cryptid a glass 5 over just plain aces. So that Spectral pack being a lot more valuable, I think, for Nandre's side of things.
I did.
Over Skoottie.
I might have spent a little bit.
They both sold their eggs.
I don't know if that shortcut. I don't know if you took that. I was trying to make that work, but I didn't one shot.
I didn't one shot the first.
Oh.
So I missed shortcut. But I said to Chad, I was like, I bet you Skoottie gets this, because I definitely
it's not working out. Yeah, because I didn't.
Shortcut
not really good. Or I guess you didn't need like a good flush to win in one shot. But luckily there was a full house.
Yeah, Skoottie's Egon is infinitely larger right now because you can't multiply 0. But... And now Nandre should be able to find a flush house. Although, I don't know if I would have wasted the lovers on the 5. I know what Nandre's thinking is get them all to be spades. But if you could have used that lovers on the ace, you could have made a flush house with all the 5 of spades you have. And the aces, maybe. I mean, right now Nandre has extra hearts, so it would have been hard regardless. Gonna go ahead and play the full house here with the Scholar and then the trio and then the glass. Gets you to 14,000 points.
I feel like I'm fine if you win this. I'm kind of strapped for cash right now.
Skoottie saying basically, you know what? Maybe you should maybe go ahead and win this, Nandre. I need the money to not die. Oh, does Nandre? I feel like Nandre may search for the 5 here. Is gonna go ahead and do just that. Doesn't get it to make the trio. So I think Skoottie's gonna. You know what? Both PvPs, I went in thinking I knew who was going to win. I was thinking Nandre had it in the bag for this one. I thought Skoottie had it in the bag for the last PvP, and it's been the opposite each time.
Think I beat you.
It kind of goes to show how much the card draw matters, especially when you're on gold stake. You don't have that extra discard. They don't have a ton of deck manipulation here. They did find the immolate to make it a little bit less painful, but
that's fine. I'll take the money.
Exactly, Rosen. You have to believe in the heart of the cards.
Good luck.
So that extra money does allow Nandre to maybe buy the overstock right away. Is instead going to go with the Earth card and then go with the Arcana. Do they go for another Earth level, or do we Lover something? Nope, we're going to go with the Earth level. We do know that Skoottie has more aces, and maybe those, you know, just straight up having more aces with the Scholar at this moment is more powerful. We also have the Abstract Joker on Skoottie's side of things. Time to sell the Cloud 9, and now, big decision for Nandre. Do you buy the... Oh, not the Polychrome trading card. Skoottie may be able to afford that if they resist buying anything from... Oh, no, wait. They skipped the big blind. Never mind. That hurts if you're Nandre. With the trio here in the leveled up full houses, ends up looking like the good play, in my opinion, for Nandre, because they're kind of been able to just get out of these big and small blinds without risking any glass. They do get a Temperance here. That's going to be plus $5 of value, and then they could open up the Spectral pack. The Eternal Boots is brutal. We get to Red Seal, a 5 glass. That is very, very, very good. Skoottie skipped for a...
I love when we have matches because we both play fast.
Omega Standard Pack. Or,
I never timer people, so...
Yeah, the only guy who's ever timed me in the league is Zano.
Yeah.
And then when he does... The worst part about when Zano times you is that he times you and then he sends you a picture, like a selfie, where he holds his phone out under his chin and he just smiles down at his phone, like Attack on Titan or some shit. It's very rude.
All right,
I
feel like my econ's
all
never good enough to play
slow.
slow.
If Nandre can find the glass fives.
I feel you there.
Needs at least one more, I think, with how many... just the extra base mult that Skoottie has before that trio.
I also am always so tempted to skip.
Oh, this one should go to Mr. Nandre.
Juicy.
It's worth it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
No glass break is massive there for Nandre. And despite the big hand, takes it by times 2. And I was right. Needed one extra glass to make up for the difference there.
Alright, I'll see you in the next one.
Sounds good.
Alright, we're in for a battle here. Nandre having this overstock is going to be huge. There hasn't been a lot of money in this seed, and being able to just see more jokers is very powerful. Now, there is a chaos on Skootie's side, which does mean, at least for this ante, before it perishes, maybe kind of evens out the amount of things that each of them see. But the blinds are getting tough. 25,000. I mean, that's how much Skootie's kind of scoring in total. 40,000 with that extra base mult from the swash. Nandre needs to find full houses here, and ideally full houses with aces. Needs that trio to proc. I think it would be a mistake to play... Oh, well, they're going to lose a life to the blind. I thought they still had another hand left. Well, we're all tied up. And this is what I mean. Sometimes the card draw is just brutal. Bright side here for your Nandre, another $8 to allow you to look into the shop. You have a red seal, 5 of glass. You find a death here with 2 of your glass cards. So you're able to make more glass. Glass assures PvP victories right now. I mean, Nandre doesn't know that Skoottie has none, but the glass difference is massive. So, a Lovers and a Hungman is pretty great for Nandre as well. Is able to dig through more of the deck. The Hungman could have been beneficial again if Nandre wanted to shift to a flush house. I don't think that is something that Nandre's interested at this point in time, just due to how many full house levels they have. Correct. Nandre's the scary part for Nandre is not the PvP; it is the blinds. But I think Nandre's going to try and pull at least another glass, or maybe doesn't. No, they need both glass, but is going to try and pull a glass that isn't the red seal. I'm just about positive. He's going to really hope that this doesn't break. And the flat base mount for Skoottie has just been really beneficial for these normal blinds. No breaks. I mean, Nandre has scored like 9 glass cards and has had 0 breaks. It has been indestructible thus far. It's been very... getting away with it, I think, would be the term we would use if we were Mr. Dr. Spectre. Loyalty card could win this game for Nandre. You could possibly win this PvP and then double skip to get a loyalty card hit next PvP. Just because this seed has been so brutal. Interesting. Skoottie skipped glass and took the wheel. Yeah. Is it Mr. Doctor or just Doctor? No, it's Mr. Doctor to you, Code Mango.
Good yawn, Tiff.
I made
don't know what
0
language
improvements.
Hey, I died to a blind, so...
Well, I guess we're on even.
No shame in
field.
dying to
Yeah.
someone who is seen in paired
You
chat.
know, it
No-
happens to the
no-
best
no
of
shame
us.
there.
It happens to the
Mhm.
worst of us. You know?
Yeah, I think Nandre got the new Gorilla Glass.
It is nice when you lose to a blind though, because then you go ahead and get the money.
Yep. There's the
Not a good draw
the
for
strat where you feed to the
Skoottie. I mean,
blinds.
Nandre doesn't even have to play this. He could wait for Skoottie to play their final hand. I don't think Skootie's
All right,
gonna.
I'm gonna put one on the board for you.
I might lose before that. Oh wait, no.
I think
Okay, you're
Nandre
looking
lost
pretty good.
glass. I think Nandre lost glass
I'll have
because
to
he
make something
played
happen.
that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Nandre could have just waited. But regardless, Skoottie down to 1 life. This is not looking pretty for your favorite streamer. For your simulator king. For the water park goat, Skoottie. Does get a couple of useful tarot cards here. Finally gets Overstock. Nandre get a Magician, some of those aces. A Sock and a Chad are 1 reroll away. So Nandre will see those next shop. The Sock is not going to be beneficial at all for Nandre. Skoottie possibly could grab this Sock and then hope they find glass to put on face cards. But isn't going to do so. I think Skoottie realizes maybe they can't beat the small blind. Right now, Nandre has a life advantage, so according to our rules, Nandre doesn't have to enter the small blind with Skoottie. In our rules to avoid stalling, if they're both on 1 life, this has to happen, but because Nandre is up a life, it wouldn't matter. Because if Skoottie dies, Nandre could die too, and it would bend it. He would win. But I think Nandre's just playing it patient here to see kind of what do I need to do. And I do think it's going to be GG. I think this series is going to be all tied up. And I do believe we are heading to a Game 3 decider. Exciting, exciting times. So, I mean, funny enough, you know, Skoottie taking Nandre's deck and Nandre taking Skootie's deck. And that's how the win blows.
Oh, you fought a Chad?
Yeah, just then. Oh, we had the same thing going. I just didn't have any. I had nothing on my aces. Yeah, you had some luckies.
Did you
And
have
you
glass
found them
cards?
glass. No, I didn't find it. I had a glass.
I just made the luckies on the last
yeah.
shop. Yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't find the glass.
I was debating whether to just skip to
Faster
the PvP
games on
'cause I didn't
Gold
want to
Stake.
pawn my glass cards.
I know. I almost did it because I was like, I can probably not get 60,000.
Yeah.
Just hope you miss 2.
I could, but I didn't want to lose my glass cards.
Yeah.
the
Did you
round, so
skip
it's
or were
like-
you playing them?
I waited to see you play the small.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to see. If you wanted a small, I probably would have just skipped up. I mean, like, there's no benefit for me going in a small, really.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, because I
What?
had the money from the loss, so I figured I should.
Where'd you
pick
get
them
the
small.
abstract? Did you just pick it up at the end?
That was a reroll farther
that
than Nandre went
was-
early on.
Off of a judgment,
Oh, it was a judgment. My
I
apologies.
think.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Chad.
I'm
Yeah, I
glad
was
we
just-
made the same play on that spectral pack.
Oh, the copy the aces.
The Wraith one.
Oh yeah. I had a cryptid as well where I copied my aces.
See, my cryptid, I copied glass cards.
Oh
that
yeah. I
that
didn't
was
have
really
anything
the
by then.
difference.
Yeah.
That was a very good pull
All
for
right.
Nandre.
Is your pick?
Oh, no. Remember, chat, Nandre says go listen to Rebecca
You
Black.
know what's so funny? All these sweaty Balatro nerds when we play remember every deck without looking.
You gotta sift through them.
I gotta open up the wiki and look.
I feel like there are.
He
some
literally
nobody
has
ever
the wiki
plays.
open. That's crazy.
Like
There are
painted
definitely
deck.
some that nobody ever play. Nobody plays the
Anaglyph.
painted deck. You're right.
What's up, Cold Trash?
But guess what, Skoottie?
Are we
doing
playing painted? No, Plasma.
We're doing erratic.
Oh,
Erratic, I love Erratic.
My favorite. I love an
Let's
erratic
do it on
game.
gold.
I
They're
love
gonna
it.
do it on gold. They're gonna do it like
You ready?
real
My
boys.
favorite deck against my favorite guy. With my
thank
the-
you.
I am
with my
sweating.
least favorite Chungus fuck casting. Alright, let's do it.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Chicago style hot dogs are overrated.
The Bay Area has a signature food that is clam chowder. Well, guess what? This isn't the East Coast, buddy.
Well, that wasn't even a good roast. I think I won that one. Mission style burritos, exactly, Lee. Thank you. Exactly. All right, erratic deck. This deck, a lot of kings, a lot of queens, a lot of jacks. This is what you want to see from an erratic deck, in my opinion. Sorry, Beard. Sorry, Beard. All these face cards probably going to lead to a metric ton of money, a lot of scoring. I think we're going to see a Gold Stake game that does not play like Gold Stake. The downside to a lot of face cards when you're playing normal Gold Stake is some of the boss blinds debuff them. It's harder to play around with the one that hides the face cards. But we don't have boss blinds in multiplayer. We have PvP outside of the first ante. So, with all that said, I think this is like one of the best decks that you can ask for. Skoottie did skip for a holographic. I think Skootie's going to somewhat regret that. We saw Skoottie skip a lot versus Mouth in the first game for polychromes. The issue with skipping on Gold Stake is so often they're rentals, they're perishables, and they're just not beneficial. If you skip for addition on White Stake, at least those cards you can buy and sell at a later date. Nandre gonna open up this Buffoon pack and probably be just as disappointed as Skoottie was. I honestly think you maybe buy the Seltzer and leave. Skoottie here finding the 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind queens. Is gonna go ahead and take that. Oh yes, Nandre has a mod that changes the deck view to make it a little bit easier to see. Apologies. Their decks are the same. It's just the UX is different on Nandre's side of things. Nandre somewhat deciding what to do here. I guess Nandre just confident that they're going to find the cards they need. I think accidentally got rid of a queen, though. So this is going to be a little bit troublesome. Maybe a lot of troublesome. You know, we didn't see this second shop, though, because Skoottie skipped. I guess there's, like, a small chance that it's good Nandre loses a life here. This is not 300 points. So we're going to be down a life on Nandre's side, which hurts. And you know what? A rental mail and rebate that Skoottie does not have is going to be a large difference in this game. We'll say, with no scoring headed into this boss blind, the pillar, after all the cards that Nandre had to play, this could be a little bit brutal. This Emperor could help quite a bit if we get like an Empress or Hierophant to boost scoring, but also to remove the debuff from the pillar. For those who don't know, when you enhance a card, the debuff from the pillar is removed. Bean should ensure a 5 or 4 of a kind. That is correct, Hornet, with the Erratic deck. I mean, again, 6 kings, 7 queens, 6 jacks. There's a lot of the same. I'm not sure why Nandre's even looking at the suit view. In my opinion, I'd be going straight for something like that. Now they can afford to get rid of kings and just make a buttload of money. This is really brutal for Skoottie. So skipping that blind means they didn't see mail and rebate. Mail and rebate is even more powerful on Erratic deck because the Erratic deck comes pre-manipulated. Every time it hits those kings, those queens, or jacks for Nandre, that's going to be $25, $35. It's going to be a massive economic difference. Unfortunately, the total spent isn't loading on Nandre's side. Again, we're trying to figure out all the tweaks here and get all the kinks sorted out. But I do imagine at the end of this game, Nandre's going to have spent a lot more money than Skoottie. Finding a Polychrome Jack. I did see Skoottie pick up a Polychrome card, but I don't believe it was a Jack. I think maybe they opened the standard pack in the other ante, and it was a Polychrome 6. The Polychrome Jack, much better, because we have a lot of Jacks, and we already have a Glass Jack on Nandre's side. I mean, Nandre's in a very good position for PvP, but does still need to beat these blinds. Don't forget that. And they're not going to be super easy. The bean is going to help get the good big hands out, but we need 4 good big hands to survive. The glass 5 may be used here with the full house. Nandre's still on small blind. Nandre's taking his time. I know my devastating roast of Chicago-style hot dogs probably slowed him down just a little bit. Really trying to avoid playing any of those glass cards, and is actually going to achieve just that. Playing a little full house here of jacks full of kings. So there you go, and have $17 to boot. I did miss on Skootie's side of things. They did lose a life. I was unsure if it was a small or big blind, but no money. Only the zany Joker. Shout out Zany. It's tough on Skootie's side. Let's go ahead and go. I should have done this sooner. Go picture in picture and focus on Nandre. Let's cut off his head. Nobody wants to see it anyway. And, yeah. Nandre looking to try and get some value out of Mail and Rebate. Did find a purple seal fan there. Going to play... You know what I will say, chat, is this is the big blind. There is no scoring joker for Nandre. They need to find 5 of a kind, or 4 of a kind, or some glass. Unfortunate phrasing. Nandre's going to play the flush. It's not going to be much. I think Nandre is probably better off in that situation just going for the 5 of a kind jacks and finding the poly or the glass, which they definitely would have at this point. Leveled up straight is going to be very close to winning though, and it does win. So what do I know? What do I know? Nandre with the big plays there, but did not get mail and rebate value. It did hit 2s, which was a little misfortunate with only 3 of them. We're now on kings again. Nandre's also picked up a lot of cards. We've fattened the deck to 56 already, which is a lot. But we're going to be even on scoring jokers with Zany Joker picked up, and we're going to head to this PvP with a lot more ammunition on the cards for...
I'll take the good
Nandre.
news.
The good news is there's no good news. The bad news is on the first blind, I thought I played a straight and I didn't. I died.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I skipped the first small. Oh, I always, like, if I see holographic or polychrome, I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a great Joker. It was like Eternal Rental Juggler or something.
Ugh. You hate
This seed is hard. I haven't found, like, anything.
It's pretty bad.
It's very bad, especially
It's
when you
pretty
skip and you
bad.
miss out mail and rebate.
You know what they say about hard seeds?
Mm-hmm.
What did they say?
Strong plants.
Oh, little insight for your daily life there, chat. Skoottie trying to find like a 5 of a kind jacks is able to do so. So they'll have one big hand, and they also have leveled up 5 of a kind once. But if Nandre finds anything, polychrome, glass,
That's all I got.
they will far surpass that 5,000 score.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like every shop, it was all just card packs, and then all the Jokers were like Eternal Rental or Perishable Rental. At least from what I saw. I did skip one, but...
You didn't miss out on much.
That's fair.
That's a lie. You missed on mail and
I
rebate.
wouldn't
The
stress
deck's good, though. We got a lot of
much
face cards.
It is a fun deck.
There
I
they
will
go
give
talking
you
about my
that.
deck again. And there you go,
I
the
think-
5 of a kind
I
with the
think I have you
polychrome.
by a hair here.
And also level 2 5 of a kind, I kind of missed that. So we move on to
by
the
me.
next. It is,
Okay.
to be fair,
Good
Skoottie kind of
luck.
needed that
Good
money.
luck.
So we'll see. I think you definitely rip the judgment here if you're Skoottie and you get a runner. So Nandre doing the same exact play. Gonna pick up the raised fist. Skoottie gonna take a risk and go for the Mega Buffoon pack. Is gonna find a mime and a misprint. Do they skip for the spectral? No. Pretty easy decision on Nandre's side of things, just not to skip because you have that mail and rebate. You're gonna get value out of that Joker. Also, the mime really not beneficial right now for Skoottie in any way because, well, it's beneficial for the raised fist, I guess. What Joker just disappeared? Oh, it was Bean. Nandre forgetting to sell Bean there. Oh, a throwback that actually has some ult on it because Skoottie skipped twice. It's kind of funny. Nandre's gotten 3 High Priestess out of the purple seals, which is really annoying if you're trying to get value. And not even like good planets for their build. Some blue seals over on Skootie's side from that standard pack. What is Nandre going to do here? Is going to take the rental bean. Is also going to check the standard pack. Do they add more bloat to the deck? There's not a lot of 7s. Nandre looks disgusted with his own decision there, and I have to agree. Really, the key for Nandre is finding the cool jacks.
Is this seed?
I know. I found an interaction I never even knew was a thing, so that's fun. I mean, it makes sense, but I just never thought about it.
I think Skoottie is talking about the raised fist in the mime.
Life.
Deep words from Nandre. Skoottie probably going to be down to 1 life. I mean, 12,000 is not nothing, but it is far away from what they're going to need, assuming that Nandre finds a singular war check.
Nothing similar to each other.
They're actually
That wouldn't surprise me.
more similar than he may think.
That would not surprise me.
Mine could be a big difference, but Skoottie is down to 1 life, so I don't know if there's going to be a later on Coltrex. Nandre continues to play those full houses and then finds the big jack hand. We are, for the lack of a better term,
Close.
jacking off.
Not bad.
And,
All right,
Skoottie
I'm on
down to
lethal.
a singular life.
Good luck.
The
Good
money is
luck.
going to be big here for Skoottie to somewhat catch up on Econ despite the loss in the mail and rebate, but it will only be for 1. This is actually game 3, Yagami. Oh, my apologies. I did not update the score counter. It is 1-1. You can look under the MLB logo and see a blue and a red line for each round. Immolate here is terrifying for Nandre, but if it doesn't hit that glass, it's such the clear play. But he's scared. Too scared to use it. It does hit hearts, which is like an okay hit, but that $20 is really needed. More so on Skootie's side, I guess. I feel like because the Polychrome wasn't in there, I personally would have went for it if I was Nandre. Skoottie instead gained the aura on the jack, gained the Polychrome. Skoottie really has to find the jacks just to survive this blind. Well, maybe that was a little bit of a stretch. Maybe not. Five of a kind should be good enough. 20,000. Nandre being a little risky there and playing the jacks and not playing all 5 and playing the full house instead, I think may cost Nandre a life, or at least may cause Nandre to play the glass. No. Comes away with the victory with the 5 of a kind queens. Kind of forget about the turtle bean. Which is costing $3 a round. It's definitely not a free turtle bean. Hologram. I don't know if you can do it. Skoottie desperately just looking for something of value. Something to change the trajectory of this game, and not really finding what they want in the shops. They do have enough scoring to survive here, so I was going to go ahead. Take a look at this spectral pack. It is a Grim and a Hex. I'm shocked that Nandre used the Grim. The deck is now up to 59 cards. Did find a glass Red Seal 2 from one of those standard packs. Looks like Skoottie is going to go ahead and survive the blind. And with the Mime, going to get 2 5-of-a-kind levels, which is not nothing. It is valuable to get that base mult up for the Polychrome. Nandre here, get a Temperance, going to use the Earth card. Going to open up this Arcana pack. There's a Chariot here. Skoottie possibly could Chariot the 2 for the Mime. Instead, going to choose to Lucky, hoping that $20 can kind of dig them out of the hole. But with Mime there, an interesting decision. A really scary one down to 1 life, too. Nandre going to make another 2 in another Jack. I think that's very valid, especially with 58 cards in the deck. No vouchers purchased. Not a lot of money to do so. But here we go. I think if Nandre finds the glass...
I don't think so. You
oh
may
my
have
god,
me on
and it's
this
a
one.
Red Seal 2. I mean, Nandre internally
If you got
has to
any
be very
stronger.
happy. Now, granted,
We're
that
gonna
bean is
find
gone,
out, certainly,
and the
if
deck
I got
is
stronger
thick.
or not.
It gets gifted the Polychrome Jack. Oh, you can't make this up. That's probably GG. Actually, that wasn't that many points. I thought it was gonna be a lot more. The baseball in the full house. I thought it was like
Oh,
a
no, I
level
didn't
4 or 5 full
find
house. It was
it.
only level 2. So not actually that valuable. I think. Does
that's all I got.
Skoottie survive? Skoottie
I
is
missed
gonna
my
survive.
5-of-a-kind.
I didn't get mine either.
Oh, I survive.
Oh, there you go.
survive. Good luck.
Good luck.
The Mime Fist lives to see another day. The 1.5, the difference maker on that throwback. Who says skipping is bad? You do? I do. I do say skipping is bad. It is bad. 25,000. We've now reached a point in the game where to be fair, I don't know if either player can beat this small blind. I mean, for Skoottie, it's very straightforward, right? For Skoottie, you need the 5-of-a-kind jacks. And I think it's honestly the same for Nandre at this point. It's not looking good. That's going to be unfortunate. I mean, it's a full house. Maybe if you get some lucky hits. But with the 2 there, there's no plus mult on the abstract. I wonder if Skoottie's better off playing the 3-of-a-kind and picking up the 2. Nandre is also on 1 life. But because Skoottie's still in the small blind, Nandre does not have to play. I don't know if Nandre's going to realize that. Oh, hello, Dr. Spectre. I wasn't going to raid you. Well, welcome, Raiders. I hope the gold stake speedruns went well. Dr. Spectre will be playing on Friday against Mouth at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss it. I think Bean and I are going to get in the booth for that one after the time change. Things are going well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're down to the final game in the final life here. The family is massive. We've had a ton of econ on the Nandre side of things. It has just been hermits and temperances galore. We now also have a campfire, which can get a ton of X-Molt for Mr. Nandre. Also have the seltzer, which could be a ton of X-Molt. Meanwhile, Skoottie's just sitting here hoping that Nandre plays the big blind and loses. But that's not going to happen. We're not even going to see the final PvP.
I didn't even find. I think if I found a 4 of a kind, I win. But
Well, if it's any solace, I just was picking up some fat jokers in my roll down.
oh really?
Yeah, I just picked up a seltzer and a Chad and a family.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
What a close one.
Yeah, mine wasn't bad. Yeah, you found the polychrome jack. Yeah, I had a ton of jacks.
Did you have any glass?
I had a glass Red Seal 2 that I found later on.
I had that one.
Yeah.
Did you get a jack?
Yeah, I had the jack, and then I had my level 5 or my 5 of a kind pretty high because I had a blue seal and mime, so I was getting a lot of level ups, but I never found my 5 of a kind.
Huh, I never found a mime.
It was in a
Yeah, the
skip
interaction I
jumbo
forgot,
pack.
or I guess didn't realize that raised fist and
seed was
mime
not
works
great.
together.
Yeah,
it makes the
isn't that
raised fist
cool?
go off twice. Yeah.
Low key. Nobody knows about that one unless you're a real mime head.
Nandre is a mime head. I will
Yeah,
give
Yeah,
that
then
to him.
I skipped 2, so I grabbed the throwback. It felt good. I just didn't have enough
Throwback
jacks, I
skip with
guess.
2 is good. That was a crazy hard seed though. That was one of the hardest seeds I've played in a minute. I played Edzy on an Erratic seed last season that also like fried my brain.
Yeah, I was kind of just waiting to see if you were going to lose to the big blind, but I just sent it.
On that shop after the small blind, I hit
Insane.
3 hermits.
Oh, really?
So I was rolling deep.
Yeah.
But
Well, that was good. That was really close. I feel like all of them were pretty close.
very tight, honestly. I needed that. My first match, I was lukewarm butter, unseparated milk fat. I was trash. I felt much.
You been playing much?
I've been playing a lot of plasma gold on my own, but the thing is, like, you can't practice PvP by yourself really that well. Like, you can get back into form with, like, kind of, like, your game speed and, like, your pattern recognition and stuff, but it is such a different game than single player, you know? Sometimes, if you play too much single player, I feel like you learn the wrong habits, which is why I feel like I lost my first game, because I was just playing for much longer games.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just, like, playing to make sure you win every round, but in this, I feel like you can play to lose some, and it's pretty, like, beneficial.
You and I play very similar because we play very aggro. We're not econ like focused. Like, we like to put on a lot of pressure fast.
Yes.
And that's where I've had the most success and how I like to play. I just feel like I did not play that way week 1. I feel like I played that way much
The most
more
pressure
today.
Nandre could put on
You did
someone
too.
is
Yeah, I
by
feel like I
sitting on them.
can
same
win
way.
pretty quickly, but if it goes late, I feel like I definitely get outplayed by a lot of people in this.
And I've realized
To be fair, if any competitor sits on you,
the
it's gonna be
greatest equalizer for stuff like that is you have to play gold stake. So that's why I'm just practicing gold stake all the time.
Oh yeah, white stake. I feel like I'm not. I'm at the bottom in white stake,